In fact, 80 to 90% of products from the pharmacy not only came from natural source, including herbs, but also from other sources. And it's funny because I talked with a medical doctor before, and he said, well, those herbs did not, they have no scientific evidence. They didn't go through double-blind study and so on and so forth. Now, the double-blind study means if you have a chemical that you're going to be using, you will use it at a certain, let's say, diabetes, and treat maybe 100 diabetic. 50% of that you will give the herb or product you're using, and then 50% you give a fake placebo, we call it. Doesn't do anything. Then after a while, you check who's gonna improve and who's not gonna improve. That is what we call double-blind study, and they're doing that with drugs. A pharmaceutical study takes about 10 to 12 years, 14 years at the most. Costs $3 to $4 billion. Are we going to do that on herbal therapy? The head of the PTAC before was called by the Secretary of Health. I forgot his name. Francis Duque. And it seems that they were getting a lot of flack because there are people now doing alternative and doing herbs, and the claim of the medical association is they're treating them and there's no double-blind study on this. And the DOH secretary said, we cannot spend $4 billion per product, 12 to 14 years. It just doesn't compute. The FDA doesn't have it. The Philippines doesn't have it. It's not applicable. Now, for those drugs that have gone through this double-blind study, according to the U.S. Congress Office of Technology, a lot of those products that come out in the market had to be removed from the market, about 60%, because they had some not so good side effect. So even this that went through double-blind study, there's a 60% failure. So you cannot really rely on that double-blind study. For us, alternative medicine, before we use anything on you, we'll use it on ourselves. That's the ethics of alternative medicine.